Hey guys, it's California Fishing, and this is my first video. And basically, this channel is going to be about fishing. Obviously, I'm gonna do lots of trout fishing and lots of bass fishing. If you know where the Merced River is, then we fish that a lot for bass, and then we fish up at Lake McSwain for trout a lot. We go all over creeks and rivers up in Stanislaus National Forest, do lots of trout fishing. You might see some catfishing videos. Yeah, that's what you're gonna expect on this channel, so please subscribe if you want to see trout, bass, and catfishing videos. They'll be very exciting. So today I'm gonna show you what I carry out on rivers and lakes when I trout fish. This is all my trout fishing stuff. This isn't bass fishing. Okay, so basically, here's my bag. It's basically like a tackle box, but honestly, in my opinion, it's way better because you could put it on your bag. Obviously, it's a backpack. And so I'm just gonna show you what you should carry when you trout fish. So up here, it's basically like an ice chest. You could keep your trout, bass, I don't know if you eat bass, but whatever fish you want to keep in here. It's basically, yeah, it's an ice chest in your backpack. I got this at Bass Pro. I'm sure you could find it online. Here's the company. So if you want to look into it, I mean, it's really useful. Way better than carrying around a tackle box. So basically, yeah, and here's the ice chest. In my bottom slot, I have, not my bottom slot, my top slot. This is what I wear over my neck. It's kind of like a, I don't know what you want to call it, but there's basically, here, I can't really see the camera. Basically, there's line cutters. There's like a little knife part right here. It's really useful. Here's a hook sharpener. So yeah, it's pretty helpful, especially when you want to cut your line and stuff. You got about everything just around your neck. This is something you don't have to have when you fish, but this is just something I have. It's just helpful. Here's the brand. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah. Now, this isn't a must, but we'll get into the must soon. So that's just what's in my top bag. Down here, I have these. These are really helpful when I bass fish. I've never used them trout fishing yet. I've also got these at Bass Pro. Uncle Buck's. They work like a charm when I bass fish. They're like little minnows you'll see in the river. Never tried these trout fishing yet. Hopefully, I'll get it on video when I do trout fish. But yeah, these work really good when you bass fish. So if you're looking into something good, that's good for trout, bass, and I think it's mostly used for, yeah, crappie. So if you're interested in crappie, bass, or trout fishing, definitely, you probably want to pick some of these up. And also in this bag, I just have tons and tons of bug wipes. This is something you need if you're out on rivers and lakes, because you never know what creatures you might run up into, especially in the mountains here in California. You could find about anything, and yeah, Bug X30. They're just little wipes. I have a lot of them. You want to carry those when you're fishing anywhere, especially up in the mountains. I also have a little treble hook in here, a little pre-made line for fishing for stocked fish. I'll just throw power bait or salmon eggs on there. What else do we have? Okay, now we're going to our bottoms. Okay, so this is the bottom of the bag. Sorry for the cutout, but this is something you should always carry when you fish. This is extra line. You never know what happens when you're out on the river. You don't want to drive somewhere and then just like that you're out of fishing line or something's wrong with your line. You're always gonna want to have extra line on you, because you never know what will happen, and you don't want to drive super far away and then just like that you don't have line. This is something that I would highly suggest to carry in your bag. Now let's get to some of my rooster tails and spinner baits, and yeah. So basically this is kind of my little one. This is all rooster tails and panther martins. Just got a couple right here. We got that dotted one. We got this. I love this one. This is like a rainbow trout one. Just a little lure. Here's the little black one. Kind of looks like a bug. And we got another black one, except it has the red dots. And then we have the white one. So those are my different spinner baits for trout. I have hooks for salmon eggs and who knows what else. You might want some extra pre-mades. This is something you don't have to have if you're fishing with rooster tails, but definitely if you're fishing with salmon eggs, you're gonna want extra of these. Right here, this is my other box. This is kind of my bigger spinner baits and stuff. Let's get this open. So basically here I just have a bunch of swivels. That's for salmon eggs and power bait. But right here we got another, this is a larger spinner bait. Again, looks like a bug or a creature. Something I might want to throw against rocks on a lake. Over here I just have this little kind of fly, but it's not for fly fishing. I love this color. And over here, this is one of my favorite rooster tails. You got the black. This is a bigger one. I lost my other tinier one. But yeah, that's probably my all-time favorite rooster tail. So I have the black. And then I also have a tinier white one. Oh, don't help myself. Yeah. Here I just have extra boxes. Got my line in there. Here's where we get to the stuff that you really, really want to have when you're fishing. And the last bag, I got some power bait. Yeah, it's just something, if you're trying to catch stocked fish, I would suggest to use some power bait or salmon eggs, because that's what they're used to in the hatcheries. If you're out on like a wild river, then highly suggest to use rooster tails and stuff. But yeah, power bait, something I like to keep in my bag. I got a bunch of small weights, as it says there. Just a bunch of split shots. Yeah, just a bunch of weights. This is something you should have in your bag at all times, just in case you want like your worm or your hook or whatever you're using to go deeper. Weights are always key. You should always have extra weights no matter what. And coming in here we got a string. This is something you're always gonna want to have on you. Even if you're not keeping the fish, I would suggest to have it just in case the trout actually like swallows it, and trout are pretty sensitive, so it's always good to have a nice stringer on you. This is something I would highly suggest to have on you if you're trout fishing. That's all for this bottom bag. See, I don't even know what's in all these. Let's go over here. Let's see what we got. Oh, also, what's cool about this bag is you could carry your fishing pole on it, so you don't have to carry it down by the river. You just put it in here, put it through these things, and your pole will stick up. So, down here, just have a knife. A knife you should always carry while fishing. You never know what you might run into, what you may need to cut. This is almost a must when you fish. Any sort of knife. You might run in, like you might need to cut your line. A knife could be so helpful when you fish. Like you could use it for anything. So highly, highly, highly suggest to bring a knife out on the water or on land, whatever type of fish you're fishing. Let's see what I got in here. In here, oh yeah, I just got some rags. I always suggest to have rags on you because trout could be slimy, and especially if you're releasing them, you want to keep them nice and tight. And yeah, so I have 2 rags in here. And then I also got pliers. This is something you also must have when you're fishing, because sometimes hooks, they get stuck in fish's mouth and can't use your hand all the time, and pliers could be key. Also highly suggest to bring rags out. So that's what I got in this little bag. Up here, I don't know, nope, nothing in here. And this is all fairly new stuff. I'm gonna get more stuff soon. And yeah, that's it for my video. Please subscribe, leave a like, and leave a comment. Yeah, thank you.